Hey guys, it's your boy Sushi here, and it is the new year, so happy New Year's, guys. It is 2026. This year looks absolutely amazing for your boy here. I just want to thank you guys because you guys know I cannot thank you guys enough for the immense and continuous support in the last couple months, guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing for me. I have to stream every day for you guys as well because you guys show up pretty much every day. There's a lot of people who watch every day. A lot of people watch 90% of days. Even if you come by to say hi once in a while or lurk or whatever, thank you to you as well. Okay. So, of course, new year means new goals and new giveaways. So, just really quick, the goal for the end of January will be 1,500 subs. At the current time that I'm filming this, we are at 1,263 subs. I think it's pretty doable. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe to enter in that giveaway. And yeah, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the replays. Holy crap, I have so many replays to record, but you guys can see it's 5 days old now, so I'm pretty late, and I don't want the devs to um, cook the replays because the patch is this tonight. So like the maintenance patch is like tonight. So yeah, don't want to get cooked there. So this game, oh, just a quick note, I'm still a bit under the weather today, guys. So if I'm sniffling or eating my throat candy, ayo. Um, yeah, okay. All right, so this first game I want to talk about is against Like to CC. Okay. So this is an example, right, of another game where I don't have the initiative, right? So I pick Plume first, okay? And then they instantly pick Freya Suki. Okay. Remember, so what does that mean? So even though I'm a turtle, I can still win if I play smart. If I draft smarter than the opponent does. So that's exactly what I do. So he doesn't take Raymary here, which I think is a pretty big mistake. He could just take Freya and Raymary, but he didn't do that. So I take Raymary, then I also lock Messiah, right? Because looking at his team, I only need one turn, right? If I get that one turn, I win. So then what happens? He locks Lilium and picks Lily. Okay, so at this point, he is 100% committing to Lilium turn cycling, cleave, nuking one character at a time, right? So what does that tell me? That tells me that, okay, give him all the speed characters. I don't need the speed characters. Let me just tank one turn, and then I kill the threat, which is Lilium in this case, and then I win. So I double down on playing slower than him, right? So I have Plume as well, right? So Plume, I'm gonna be able to cut eventually, right? Eventually Plume's gonna cut, eventually somebody's gonna cut. All I need is one turn and I win. So I go for Lowen and then Hoi Yan. So one of the good things about Hoi Yan is that even at 111, right? Because I'm running her 111, she can still cook Lilium, right? Especially look at his team. He has no stripper, right? And I run my Hoi Yan on Bulwark. Because my Hoi Yan is on Bulwark, there's no stripper here. He's forced to ban Hoi Yan because Lilium eventually will have to attack Hoi Yan. Hoi Yan will revive somebody that has died and also permanently kill the Lilium. Okay. Then he also last picks Bayo, and I decided to ban Bayo. Why? Because he has Amber on Bayo, which is why I decided to ban the Bayo here. So he bans Hoi Yan, I ban Bayo, and then here, let's just watch the game, right? If I get one turn at all, I pretty much win, and that's pretty much what happens. I just need one turn. Let me turn up the volume for this. There it is. Okay, I don't know what that lag was, but he goes first. Okay, he brings up Lilium, right? Not a big deal here. Lilium tries to S3 Raymary. Raymary goes into Amber. That's totally fine. Because look, what is he gonna do now? Look at the turn meter. Nothing he can do. And I decide to S3 the Suki there. Because if I S3 the Suki, then the Lilium can't get pushed up and Lilium can't do her thing. And then Messiah gets a turn, right? So it was really important that I paid attention to the turn meter there. Honestly, he probably should have banned the Plume because the Plume would cut and stuff like that. But I think it was checkmate from the just from the draft because I drafted in a way where let the opponent go first. If I get one turn, which I will, I guarantee win. right? So let's scroll down now. It's 5 days away, guys. I'm so behind. We've had so many videos, just been pumping out content with the viewers as well. Another game against like to CC here. So this is the game right after that game. So now we're gonna start counter picking, right? I really like when you play the same person over and over again and you know what they're picking and you can counter pick, which is why I think the devs at Mythic and up, I think they should do best 2 out of 3. No cap. Because best 2 out of 3 shows that you can adapt and you can cook, you know? Really, really cool. So anyway, I go first again. I pick Plume, and then he picks Ray Mary Mass. Okay, so now he's picking all the nukers, right? All the big damage dealers. So if he gets one turn, he's gonna cook me, right? So what do we do here? I decided, okay, so he took the big damage dealers, which is fine. Let me pivot to CC and take the initiative, okay? So I pick Nahor and lock Freya. So I'm guaranteed to go first right here, okay? What does he do? He locks Bayo, right? Bayo on Amber to get that one turn with Messiah, that one turn with Lilium, cook my entire team, and then he wins. Good pick from him there. I think the good lock right there. And he picks Lilium. So now instead of one damage dealer like the last game, he decided to pick 2 damage dealers and then Raymare, so 3 damage dealers, and lock a support to push one of them up and cook my whole team. All right, so I'm thinking that's totally fine. Amber, whatever. So the scary part about Amber on Bayotin is that even if you nuke all of the characters, right? Let's say you kill everybody except for Bayotin. If you can't deal with Bayotin and Amber, she will come out. She will bring back Messiah. Messiah will one-shot your entire team. You guys know if you have played this game and you've been Bayotin before, right? So what I do, I pick double wound characters. I pick Heinrich with wound and Mio with wound. Now I deal with the Bayo as well. So then he decides to pick Ling last, right? So maybe to get the heal up or whale prayer or something. Just to tank one turn, right? Just to let Bayo survive one turn. If Bayo can survive one turn and she goes, she'll bring back Messiah. He will automatically win. So I also decided to pick Mio here because if I can get one turn of CC as well, right? Just one turn of CC, I can stop Bayo from doing something. His Lilia might be able to nuke one person, but he can't nuke all of them, right? So I just need to buy. He needs to buy one turn, and I need to stop him from getting that one turn. That's how this game goes. So let's take a look. And I banned the Raymary too because Raymary punishes you even harder than Messiah and stuff like that does. You guys already know. And he decided to ban Nahor here, which is still totally fine because I have a CC in the name of Mio over here. So let's take a look at this game. I guarantee you go first. My Plume at this point is still on Codex. But as of late, I switched it to Revelation, and it's been really good. So Heinrich with some big damage there. Okay. Now let's get Neo with the pushback. So the reason why I decided to push back here is because I didn't want Bayotin to take a turn at all, right? And look, the 2 damage dealers, the 2 big threats are completely gone. And then all I have to do is get wound on the Bayo, kill the Bayo, and that's GG's. And there it is. There's the wound. Now I can do whatever I want with Mio, whatever I want with Freya, and Bayo dies, and she can't heal, and that's just GG's. What can he do here? So very nice counter picking, I think, on my end, right there. This is fun, honestly, guys. I don't know how it is for you, but as a turn 1 player, this season has been amazing. Like, both fun and, like, good. Like, I feel like turn 1 and turn 2 are getting pretty close to even. We'll see how it is when the new characters come out. Might be crazy. All right, next game here. Plume. And then Raymary Lowen. Okay, so Raymary Lowen, what does that mean? Lowen, defense scaling. I picked Nahor because I'll have 2 defense scaling, defense down characters to essentially make Lowen useless. Right, yeah. So then I also lock Mio here. The reason why I lock Mio here is because the way he's drafting right here, I'm starting to learn, right? Mio will allow me to push him back or freeze him and wound them. So Mio is very, very versatile in this current meta because she's very flexible. She only really loses to Bulwark if you don't have a stripper, but you guys see I always run her slower than my strippers right here. So Mio's super flexible. She's probably the most flexible CC unit in this current meta. Okay? So he locks Aya, and a Fuchu. So right now, looking at that, I'm thinking, okay, I have not locked Nahor, right? Because I haven't locked Nahor, I need to make sure his Aya doesn't take a single turn. So that's when I decided to pick Mia and Freya. So with Mia and Freya, I'm guaranteed to go first. I'm guaranteed to push either my team up a little bit or push his team back a little bit or both. Right? You do not want Aya taking a single turn because then Lowen comes up or the heals come up and then you're cooked. And he picks Ling as the last pick. So he decides to run essentially triple healer and Lowen. And of course, as a turn one player, you need to ban Mary because she's too strong. Because like if you get one unlucky cleanse or one unlucky whatever, Mary will nuke your entire team and then you just lose. So let's watch this game. This is also against a top 200 player, by the way. So I'm pretty proud of my drafting improvements and stuff. Look, now I pushed everybody back. What the fuck is Aya gonna do? Nothing. She gets pushed back even more, even with the Gigabyte, even with the Reaper. It doesn't matter because Freya is just that good. Even further pushback. They can't come up. Now I'm trying to get some extra attack buff. Just for my entire team to get attack buff and just do more damage. So Aya is here. She pushes everybody up. Not a big deal at all because my Mia cuts. My Mia pushes them back even further. And then I get a wound and freeze on some of the characters from Mio. She didn't really have to wound that much, right? Because as long as I kill Lowen, I win, right? So Lowen has wound, defense down, and freeze. So now once I target the Lowen, I just pretty much win here. So I strip. And we just keep targeting the Lowen, okay? We do not want Lowen to take even a single turn. So all that matters is killing Lowen. Okay, now Mio, another pushback right here. Boom, look how much damage Lowen took. Where is Lowen? Back of the line. Literally back of the line. What is she going to do? And then I have the wound on her as well. So I got kind of lucky there where the wound didn't get cleansed, right? Because sometimes you guys know, like some games I get wound on them and then they cleanse the wound immediately. And then I can't get another wound on and I just lose. But that's the nature of the game. You get the CC, you get the wound, you win. Let's keep going. Oh my god, I hate when it scrolls up like that. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, a loss. Sorry, a loss against one of my viewers who's also a top 200 player, Rain here. This was actually a very good game. I think if I was, you guys will see, but if I had a little bit more speed on my Mia, I would have won. Because I remember this game very clearly because I was talking to him about it. If I had just a teeny bit more speed, I definitely would have won that game. So let's talk about this. So he goes first. He bans Plume, actually. If you ban Plume, you're going to pick Mary. Yes, because Rain knows I'm a turn one player. He's a long-time viewer. So this was a really good game. So he knows I play turn one. So he picks Mary. Totally fine. I pick Lowen to lock him down. And Freya, because looking at this and the fact that he banned Plume, I'm thinking this might be a turn one fight, right? This might be a speed contest. So I pick Freya, totally fine. Then he goes Nahor Lily. Okay, so looking at the fact that he locked Lily, this is definitely going to be a speed contest now. So then I decided to take Messiah because if I can get one turn with Messiah, I might be able to cook his entire team. Right, even with Mary there, I should still be able to tank one hit from Mary, and I also have Lowen here if he doesn't ban the Freya. So Lowen can also help lock down Mary. So I have two, essentially two ways to deal with Mary at this current time. Okay, so then I decide to wait. Yeah, so he locks Lily, so I decide to lock Messiah, so I get to nuke him one time. And then I pick Mia. The reason why I pick Mia is because Mia is my fastest at this point. And since it's a speed contest, if Mia gets that one turn and I can push everybody back, I can win. And you'll see, she's actually a little too slow, but if Mia was a little fast, I would have won. So then he picks Cock and Lilium, which I think were great picks, right? Because maybe he can push up the Kokardi. But if you guys don't know, Kokardi does very well against Lowen because you cannot target Kokardi. And he can just fly under the radar and do his thing, right? Just slowly nuke your team to shit. And then so I went all in with the speed contest. So I picked Suki here. And unfortunately, he bans the Freya, so I don't get that first turn. I ban his Nahor because Nahor, looking at this team, is the only one that can strip, right? You guys know my Lowen is on Bulwark, my Mass is on Bulwark, and my Suki is also on Bulwark too. So if I get that, if he doesn't strip, then I win. But you guys will see. If my Mia just cut just a teeny bit, cut just a tiny bit, I would have won. So let's take a look at this game. I drafted pretty well, like I said. I just need Mia one turn. Watch this. Right there. If my Mia cut, if my Mia was able to cut there and I pushed back the Kokardi, I definitely would have won here. But at this point, it's too late already. I lost. I gave up, right? If Mia had cut right there, I could have won, pushed the Kokardi, everybody back, bring my team up, boom, I lock one of them down, and then I just win. But yeah, that's just a speed issue, right? You guys know I am a turtle, but I still want to play turn 1, so it is what it is. We got a bunch of more replays to go through. Holy shit. Next game against this Chinese player here. So how did this one go? I picked Plume. He bans Lowen, right? So he knows, right? Everybody knows Lowen locks down Ray Mary pretty well. So Plume, he picks Ray Mary Fuchu. Okay, so because he picked Fuchu here, what do you want to do with Fuchu? Okay, you want someone like Mio to wound and to push back because Fuchu heals and she pushes up, right? That's why I pick Mio and then I lock Nahor. The reason why I lock Nahor is because this starting draft with these two, there's going to be Aya in here, right? There's definitely going to be an Aya on Reaper Steps in here. So I decided to lock Nahor preemptively so I can deal with Aya. So what does he do? He decides to lock Santic, which is interesting. And then he still picks Aya anyway, right? The thing is, I'm thinking, like, why are you picking Aya? Because I already have Nahor locked, right? Maybe he doesn't have another unit. But it is what it is. So he picks Aya, and then my last two, I decided to pick Mia. Why? Because now I have Nahor and Mia to deal with this Reaper and this Santic, right? The reason I pick Mia is if I'm faster than Santic, which I probably am, I can push Santic back. Santic doesn't get to do his S3 into S2 and reset my entire team. Because you guys know on my CC characters, I don't have Bulwark because they're speed tuned very specifically. And I gave up on the Bulwark because I just don't get the speed for Bulwark. But in the future, hopefully I get enough Bulwark. Okay. So then what did I do? I decided to also pick Lilium. The reason why I picked Lilium here is because if I can stun the whole team, one shot the Ray Mary or one shot the Fuchu, just one shot anybody at this point, because his current draft is like this, right? He only has 3 supports because he knows I'm going to ban Ray Mary. So if I can get that one shot somewhere, boom, nuked, dead, right? And then he decides to last pick Hoi Yan, which I think is a good pick, right? But the problem with Hoi Yan pick here, even if she's on Bulwark, it wouldn't matter because at this point, it's kind of checkmate because I have 2 strippers and 2 CCers, right? Because Hoi Yan struggles against CC. You have to strip her, and then you have to CC her, and then what is she going to do? Nothing. But he decides to ban Lilium anyway. In my honest opinion, it might have been better to ban Mia, maybe. But I already locked Nahor, right? So I get the initiative here, and I can always deal with this one actually. The Hoi Yan after because I have 2 strippers. So even if he bans one, I'll still be able to freeze these two, right? Because Fuchu's probably on Bulwark too. I'll definitely be able to freeze these two. Then I'll be able to strip and freeze or CC Hoi Yan, and maybe even do that to Fuchu as well. So let's watch this game. But at this point in the draft, I had already won the game. Right? I'm getting much better at drafting where chances are I'll win, right? So he doesn't even have Bulwark on Hoi Yan, so that's just GG's. That's literally just GG's. I freeze the whole team. What is he gonna do? Nothing, because I push them all back in the line. Push them back even more. Plume comes in with another S3, more strip, more damage. And then Hoi Yan is dead. She has her soul ward up, but it doesn't matter. And then eventually I will strip her, right? Her soul ward is gone, and that's GG's. Wear damage. He literally can't do anything, right? You guys can see I have 0 chance of losing there. I'm actually really surprised at myself, and I hope you guys are learning from these videos as well. That once you get that good at drafting, you know what to do with your account. You know what counters you need for what ever the enemy can play, you win before you even start the game, and that's how it should be. Because if you are skillful enough, you have enough experience to draft like that, you just win, right? No chances to lose unless there's some crazy unlucky RNG with the CC and cleansing, which happens, right? It's common because of the playstyle. All right, next game against Infernal Fire. So what happened here? I don't really remember this game. I think this is just because I was slower. Not much to talk about the draft. I think I remember this game. It's one of two reasons. Either I'm too slow, or maybe I should have banned the Ting here. Let's just watch. And you guys can probably hear me with the throat candy in my mouth. Let me see. Okay, so he petrified everybody, which is totally fine. Yeah, I was just too slow here. Two things I could have fixed here. One, I'm too slow. And two, I don't have bulwark. Right? Maybe if I had bulwark on Nahor, at least, right? At least on Nahor, because Nahor will be able to CC them all. Then I could have won that. So just a gear and speed issue there. Not much to talk about. Let's do one or two more. I gotta catch up on all these videos before the devs have the maintenance. This game against JTP here. So what happened here? I went first. He went this and this. So he knows I'm gonna go CC, right? A lot of people know I'm gonna go CC now. So I decided to pick Lowen to deal with the Raymary. And I decided to lock Freya as well. Because looking at this team, because he picked Lilium, right? He might go fast. That's also why I decided to lock Freya here. Because I'm already thinking of banning Lilium here in case I pivot to CC. And then I want Freya to give me the extra defense buff for my team so I can tank one extra Raymary hit or something like that. Okay? So he locks Suki here. So his Suki got to be hella fast, okay? So at this point, it's a speed contest. I lock Freya, he locks Suki, which is probably his fastest. And then he also picks Nahor. Okay, totally fine. Because I have Bulwark on Lowen. And now looking at this, he doesn't have an actual strip, right? He has a single target strip with Nahor. So I decided to do what? I decided to pick another Bulwark character being my Ting. So I got Bulwark here, Bulwark here, Bulwark here. And then my last pick, I was like, fuck it. Let me pick Lily, my fastest character. She might be able to push up the Ting. She might be able to push up Lowen. I might be able to deal with one of his biggest threats, depending on the turn meter. So then he doubles down on CC right here. So that's totally fine because I have a bunch of Bulwark, right? You either strip and CC one unit, or you don't CC any units at all. So at this point, I'm thinking either to ban Lilium or ban Nahor. The reason why I banned Lilium, I think it might have been on Mickey Mouse, so I can't target it. Or I didn't. Oh, I didn't want Lilium to one-shot anybody, right? So Raymary, I can tank one turn. I have Bulwark for these guys, so that's totally fine. But the Lilium can just one-shot anybody on my team, whether they're on Bloodbath, Bulwark, or not. Okay, so that's why I decided to ban the Lilium here. All right, here we go. So I get to go first here. Boom gets to push everybody back because of Freya. Very nice. So I gamble the S3 right here. I managed to gamble the S3, which is really good. And now Suki can't push anybody up. Okay. And then I also managed to S3. I also managed to cooldown increase on pretty much everybody on his team. So the gamble S3 from Lily paid off. This is why you guys need to run a tiny bit of effect accuracy on my Lily, on your Lily. My Lily has like 80% effect accuracy. And once I gambled the S3 right there, it worked out. Because he couldn't push anybody up because all the skills were on cooldown. Which is why the skill cooldown reset is so good on Lily. Or rather, the skill cooldown increase. Absolutely amazing. I have to scroll down so far, bro. Devs, please fix this. Stop making me scroll back up. Man, we played a bunch of games. Holy. Okay, we'll do one more, I think, for this video. So this game against Lost here. Let me think. I think I was too slow here. Why didn't I pick Nahor? Maybe I should have picked Nahor last. Just looking at this, maybe I could have picked Nahor last. He could have froze them all. Let's just see. I don't really remember this game. It's been like 4 days since I played this game. So Freya goes first. Oh, I think he pushes everybody back. The Ting gets his turn, right? No, Mio cuts here. I couldn't freeze the Ting. How did I lose this? Oh, he had the Sanctolin, right? I'm thinking, guys, how did I lose this? Oh, I remember now. I should have just killed the Freya here. I should have just killed the Freya. Because now he can S3 with his Holden, I think, and I stripped the immunity and I can't do anything. The Holden was definitely pretty clutch here. And if I was a little too slow. If I was faster, or if my Lily was on Bulwark or something like that, Lily would have been able to go before the Ting and maybe bring up Masai or maybe bring up Lowen first and then lock down the Ting so he doesn't get the Sanctolin, right? Probably bring up Lowen, taunt the Ting before he puts up Sanctolin for his team, and then my Messiah would have been able to nuke the whole team. So just a speed difference there. So maybe I could have won that game if I was a little bit faster or if Lily was on Bulwark. Yeah. So that, I think, will be the last game for this video, right? It was against this guy? Yes. So that's it for the replays for this video, guys. Alright, guys, that's it for this video. If you found the video helpful or you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I stream every single night, guys, and I have no plans on stopping anytime soon. So if I don't catch you on the stream, then cool, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.